Are you preparing for your CTET? And is your idea of preparation is to gather the NCERT textbooks, your history or maths or EVS, and study that mainly or only? Well, you're doing it all wrong. And in this video, I'm going to be telling you why and 5 things that you could be doing instead. I'll also be adding in a bonus tip right at the end. So let's dig in. So let's step back a little. How many questions from the NCERT directly are there in the CTET exam? If you're doing paper 1, then you have 15 questions from your maths pedagogy, which is directly asked from the NCERT textbook, more or less, and 15 questions from EVS, which is asked directly from EVS textbooks. On the other hand, if you're doing paper 2, then you have, say, around 15 marks from maths and science. So that's around 30 to 40 out of the 150 marks. You need 90 marks to clear the paper. So even if you don't do the NCERT, and I'm not saying that you don't do the NCERT, but even if you don't do the NCERT, you will be able to clear your exams. So instead of focusing on the NCERT, do this instead. First, if there's only one single subject that you can focus on, let that be CDP. CDP alone will get you 50 to 60 marks because 30 marks is the CDP paper itself, and CDP topics are interspersed throughout the other 4 or 3 subjects or topics that you will do. So alone, 90 marks worth of CDP is there in the paper, and if you know your CDP very well, then 40 to 50 marks are in your pocket. Theories. Theories are there everywhere in the CTET paper. You have the educational theories of Piaget, Vygotsky, and Kohlberg. In every subject, they will have their own theories. For example, you have the Van Heel's theory in maths. You have Chomsky's and Krashen's theory in the languages. So theories are there everywhere. Once you have learnt your CDP, focus on the educational and psychological theories. Third, once you have done the above 2, go on to the approaches and methods of teaching. Do remember that the CTET is a teacher qualification examination, and how to teach, methods of teaching, Bloom's taxonomy, objectives, learning outcomes, assessment, these are all very important topics which will help you far more than studying the NCERT. This is a strategy tip. The Pareto principle says that 20% of your efforts get you 80% of your results. So please don't jump in and study everything. Even in the NCERT, pick up the most important, most repeated topics and focus on those. How will you know what those topics are? You can just Google that. CTET most repeated topics in maths, CTET most repeated topics in EVS, and you can identify 1 or 2 channels which gives that, and focus and study just that much. One cannot overemphasize the need for solving the previous year questions or previous year papers, the PYPs and PYQs, because that is another source through which you will know which topics are important, which topics are repeated, and how the same topic can be asked in various different ways. So try and solve at least 10 or 15 previous year papers or PYPs. Now the bonus tip. Please remember that you are not taking this exam to score a 150 on 150. That is not the aim. Of course, I want you to do well, but what you want to do is clear the paper in your first attempt. That's the aim. This is not an exam where you spend years and years and retaking this exam. So strategy is very important. Don't get over anxious, get into the exam mode and stress yourself. Have a strategy, work calmly, focus on what is important, and that will help you. And as far as the NCERT is concerned, do give it a break. Thank you for watching.